I'm out at the Wildlife Refuge. It is 5:13 in the morning. The sun doesn't rise until an hour from now, but I'm out early so I could set up and get there before the animals show up. As you can see, I got camo on. I had this camo washed using scent killer, and I also have a cover that's camo as well. It's a big camouflage cover that's specifically used for shooting using a camera. I'm going to use that as well to set up. I'm going to set up in that spot where last week's video ended. Got some flashlights and I got bottles of water. So we'll see how things go. I've never tried this before, so I'm hoping things will work out well. Even if they don't, just gotta keep trying. I think I've taken the best steps that I could, having camo and using scent killer. Animals won't be able to see me or smell me, so hopefully they'll come up real close and I'll be able to get some good images. It's really dark out still, but I'm pretty familiar with the area. I've been out here a good 20-30 times. I had to get up and stretch for a moment. I was waiting around for at least an hour now. For this area, this is like the entrance. You see animals come through here. You see the ground all stomped up. You see my footprints too. I was gonna try to hide back there, but it's a lot muddier right there than it was last time. I'd be like really, I think my body would be halfway covered in mud. So I'm right off the trail, the game trail. Game trail's right there. And I'm sitting right there. Some birds have been flying in pretty close, so I know my camo's working at least. When I sit real still, they'll get real close. I think I'll sit back down and wait around a little longer. It still isn't too late in the morning. This spot that I'm at is more of a destination rather than just an area to cross through for animals. So I'm thinking I might try to find another spot that animals might be going through either direction. Over here it's nice because I could tell which direction an animal's gonna come from. But if this isn't their destination, I'll never see them. I could hear some large animals nearby in the water. Could be like a beaver or a badger or something like that. And I can hear a lot of different birds too. thinking I'll walk around. I want to check out that spot where I saw the frog last time. Maybe it's there. Maybe I could get a picture of it this time. There was something down there. It was probably the frog. It took off before I could get close to it. Looks like another spot where I could get close to the water. Crawl down there, see what's there. Nothing. I left my gear behind. I want to keep putting it on and back off. I at least took my 5D Mark IV with the 100 to 400 lens, and I went down this path. And I didn't see much, but I did see like these birds in the water. They had red bills, which is interesting. I haven't seen anything like that before. I got some pictures of them. I think they turned out okay. So you can see I'm sweating pretty good. I think it's a little too late in the morning to see much of anything else. I think I'm gonna start heading back. For now, I'm gonna go home and cool off. For a moment, I could smell like this musty scent. Could have been a donkey or even a deer. A lot of people find it hard to believe there's deer out here. I didn't think there was either, but they are out here. It's really rare to see them. Well, I made it back to my car. I'm glad I headed back when I did. This is really hot out. Maybe I'll be back later. Thing is, if I'm back just before sunset, that's like when it'll be the hottest. It'll cool off eventually, but it's gonna be really hot. It's about 4:30 in the morning. I'm gonna head out here soon to the wildlife refuge. Yesterday, there's that area where I could smell that musty scent. I thought maybe it could be a deer. I was talking to my brother-in-law who hunts deer. He said it probably is, and that I should get up someplace high up to see the deer. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. There is an area right there where I could get up high. The only problem is that I'll be kind of shooting towards the sun, but I think I'm gonna still try it out and see what happens. I think this spot's gonna be good. This is about where I smelled that musky scent yesterday. The sun is going to be rising out that way, but I'll be high up, be able to have a good view of this valley right here. So if anything's walking through there, there's a good chance I'll see it. I was sitting up here. I could see a four-legged animal, real small. I thought maybe it could be a coyote, but I couldn't see a tail. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a bobcat. Maybe a small mountain lion with its tail tucked in. I'll show you where I first saw it. standing right about there and it's looking out that way. So it traveled this way, went into the bushes down there. Since it was heading away from me, I figured I'll try to sneak up on it. I know it's probably possible to sneak up on a bobcat, but you never know. The sand's real soft out here. I probably made a little bit too much noise. It probably took off into the bushes over there where it's like real thick, or it was already heading that direction and it was gone by the time I got down there. But that was pretty cool. I had to zoom in on the images to see what it was. Sure enough, it was a bobcat. I like this camo cover, but I'm pretty sure it only works best when you're standing. Sitting, the problem I'm having is this mesh right here where you look through. It's quite a distance away from the camera. So what ends up happening is you have to pull the fabric. You gotta like lean in towards the camera and then try to find what you're seeing through the mesh, through your lens. And that just makes it difficult. You lose track of what you're looking at. So I think it works best for standing. Try to use it for sitting, but it's giving me difficulties. I might still use it on occasion, but if I was just laying in the sand here, down a little ways, you see it dips down a little bit, and there's that bush right there. Like being down in here, like just having my regular shirt camo would have worked just fine, and I would have had a way easier time keeping track of the bobcat too. I probably wouldn't have made a bunch of noise trying to move this fabric around. So yeah, I might still use this, but I think if I'm sitting or laying down, I won't bother with it. Just use my regular camo. But yeah, I don't know where that bobcat went. I don't know if I scared it off, or I might be lucky. It might not have went too far and it could just be kind of wandering around in the area. I think what I'm gonna do is head down there and try to find the spot where I last had seen it, find its prints, see which direction it went. Problem is there's a ton of prints down there. So I could be looking at old prints or a mixture of prints and get kind of confused at exactly what I'm looking at, but it's worth a shot. By looking at the photos, I'm at a spot where, pretty close to the spot where I think the bobcat went through. All sorts of different types of prints are down here. I believe those are its prints right there. You can see my shoe prints. They kind of just disappear about here. I'll just keep looking. So this spot down here, you find a place I could hide away at, and this is about the same spot where I'd seen feral pigs one time. Now I've seen a bobcat in this area, so now it's like a lot of animals walk through here. So if I'm down in here, there's a good chance I could get a real good close-up picture of something. Hopefully the bobcat will be back out here next week. Could hide maybe right here. Then my view would be looking out this way. Thinking next week I'll try down here. be down in the area exactly where the bobcat walked through. Be real close to it. Hopefully I didn't spook it too much. Hopefully I didn't spook it at all. Maybe it just took off into the brush. I'm on my way back. It's still nice out, but I want to get out of here before it isn't. Just got the big last stretch of a hike to do, the big sandy hill. Well, I took a look at my photos, and the bobcat did definitely spot me where I was sitting taking photos of it. Looking back, things worked out kind of how I suspected they would. The first spot I was at was more of a destination for animals rather than just an area to pass through. And I didn't see anything at that spot, so then I decided to get off of a game trail higher up so I could have this wide view, and I ended up spotting that bobcat. But of course it was far away, so I didn't get a real good shot of it. Now looking back, I'm thinking I should have started off just being really high up and then get an idea of where animals are passing through so I could intercept them. I think it makes sense that spot where I saw that bobcat is probably hunting during the night, and then as the sun was rising it was heading towards those bushes there to keep out of the sunlight and stay cool in the shade. So I'm thinking there could be other animals that are doing that as well. So I'm thinking I'm gonna keep trying that spot. I'll be in the brush to hopefully intercept that bobcat and get a good close-up image. And I don't know if it'll be a part 3 to this. I already have some other vlogs in the works and a bunch of other ideas, but I'm gonna keep heading out whenever I can out to the wildlife refuge and hopefully get some good images. If you watch both parts of this vlog, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you've liked what you've seen so far. I'm gonna keep working on my videos, trying to improve them. I do have a windscreen on my microphone, and I had it for this vlog, but it didn't block out the wind that well, so I may be looking into some other solutions that block out all that wind noise. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video.